The mystery series we've all been waiting for is finally here. The first episode of Lord of the Mysteries has dropped, and it's absolutely incredible. The animation quality is insane, and the world building is phenomenal. Before diving into the episode, let's understand the power system. In this world, humans can become beyonders by consuming potions that grant supernatural abilities. These potions are organized into 22 different pathways. Think of them as 22 categories of power. Each pathway has 10 levels called sequences, numbered from 9 down to 0. Here's the twist. Unlike typical systems, the lower the sequence number, the more powerful you become. So sequence 9 is the weakest, while sequence 0 grants godlike power. This entire system is called the Path of the Divine. The episode opens on September 9, 1349, during the Iron Age. We see a man fighting a terrifying monster-like creature, but the monster wins and the man vanishes. This sets an ominous tone for what's to come. Cut to a boy sitting in a room, confused and disoriented. He sees a notebook. He initially thinks he suffered a brain hemorrhage, but the reality is far more complex. He's now trapped in another person's body in a completely different era. Meanwhile, police are investigating the deaths of Welch, Forbes, and Naya. The officers discover that both victims were Klein's university classmates and history students. The police suspect suicide, but they also found evidence of a dark ritual being performed before their deaths. The victim's connection to Klein makes him a person of interest. The police note that Klein lives with his siblings after his parents' death, and they're planning to question him about the incident. Back with Klein, he discovers Klein Moretti's diary, which reveals crucial information. May 29th, Welch visited Klein. June 20th, they read from an ancient notebook. The notebook belongs to the 4th epoch and was written completely missing from the diary. When Klein tries to read more, the pages flip automatically to the ominous death prediction, shocking him to his core. Klein's sister Melissa appears, and he quickly hides the bloodstains and gun. She notices his broken watch and fixes it for him. After she leaves, Klein realizes his head wound has completely healed, adding to the mystery of what really happened. Klein questions whether me. Still being followed, Klein takes shelter in a tent where he meets a fortune teller. She offers him a free tarot reading since he's her first customer. Klein accepts, asking about his past, present, and future. The fortune teller lays out 3 cards. When Klein asks about the present, she reveals the full card, representing new beginnings. However, before they can continue, the real fortune teller arrives, revealing that Klein was talking to an imposter. Klein manages to escape as his stalker closes in. Back home, Klein decides to perform the luck events. Instead of returning home, he gets a severe headache, everything trembles, and red lights flood the room. Klein finds himself transported to a mysterious world of gray fog, filled with flashing red and blue lights. When he touches these lights and asks where they are, Klein realizes he can control this fog world with his thoughts. When he thinks about needing a proper setting, pillars and a throne materialize around them. He decides to call himself the Fool and card names. They discuss becoming beyonders and the dangers of the supernatural world. The episode ends with Klein returning to his room, only to find police officers at his door. He realizes he's trapped in a web of supernatural danger with dealing with supernatural threats, missing memories, and the dangerous legacy of the Antigonus family notebook. This episode masterfully introduces the complex world of Lord of the Mysteries, blending transmigration, supernatural horror, and mystery elements. The animation quality and world building are exceptional, making this a must-watch series for mystery and supernatural anime fans. Drop your thoughts on the first episodes in the comments. If you've made it this far, please hit that like button, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.